How's it going, you guys? So, something weird happened the other day. Something very strange. I went to a retail store. I had to purchase some items. I'm a human. Um, and for the first time in a very, very long time, I was treated like a civilian in the store I worked at. Well, the company I worked for, but not my store. But it was weird all the same. Very, very strange. Now, one thing that all of us in retail can understand and come to know that we have something, we get a feeling that not many people get. Because it's different. Like if you worked at a restaurant, like if you worked for, I don't know, let me just say Chick-fil-A or which. Why those two examples? Because I want to eat one of either. If you worked for one of those places, you left, you came back, it feels a little weird. But, you know, it's still okay. You still eat the food. You just know how they make it. You know what I'm saying? But in retail, it's a little bit different. And in some other places, it's kind of the same as this. But when you go into a retail store, the same company even, if you worked for that company, it's different because you can be like, hey, you know, I work for this place. I checked the blah, 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 blah. You get the hookups. You're like, listen, oh, shiznit, what happened to my phone? Let's move on. Don't worry about it. If you work for that company, you're like, you know, listen, I checked it up. You get the hookup. You be like, I know you guys have it. I just need to help find it. Sure, come on in the back room. Let's go. And then, you know, you get all this hookup even if it's a different store. But when you stop working for that company in general and you go back to get stuff and now you're a customer again, it's one of the weirdest things ever. And it actually, the reason why it says retail rant is because it actually irritates me, and here's why. So, you worked for the company. Now, you don't want to become that guy. I've already ranted about him when I used to work here. It's just, no one cares. Okay? So you just move on. You don't say that. But you did work for the company. And you're not an insane person who just wants the attention. So you're not going to talk about it. You're a rare breed of human. And when you're in the location, it's weird because you know so much. You know everything. You will know all the dark secrets. So when they don't do a certain thing for you, treat you like an actual customer, it actually infuriates me. Because I know what you can do. I know what you're capable of. I used to work for the company. I know what you can do. I can even tell you I know what your numbers are. I know what goals you're supposed to hit. I know what you're supposed to drive, what you're supposed to sell. So just keep me out of what is annoying to sell, like the freaking credit cards and the freaking gift cards and all that crap. I don't need to be sold that stuff unless I want it. I work for the company. I just don't want to be that guy and say it to you. Which I know what you're already thinking. Devin, why are you complaining about it? If you're not going to say it, then how are they going to know? So they're going to treat you like a normal person. I know that, but it still infuriates me. Now, okay, so here's what happened this day. So I go into a store. The thing is I know somebody there. Like, I know somebody who works at this location. So, you know, I'm talking to them, I'm trying to get the hookup, like, hey, listen, can you check and see if they have this? I wanted to get this, well, I still have the money for it, blah, 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 bam, boom. So, he looks, they have it, whatever, they go, right? So they end up finding out something's up with the item. Not like anything wrong with it, just I think it was in a suspended order, all this stuff, not getting into the details, but I couldn't get it. Now, I know for a fact, working for this company, that I can cancel that. I've done it many times. If you want the sale, you can cancel it, get an express order for a new one that comes the next day, and I've already looked it up. For our company, it doesn't cost a whole lot of money to do. So, I knew for a fact that the manager there that my friend was talking to could get the order canceled and I could walk away right now with the item. Now the reason why, I know what you're also thinking, Devin, why didn't you just go home and order it for overnight delivery? Or just order in general, be patient, wait for the item. Yes, that's true, but this item was on like an Omega sale. Even for a human being, a civilian like myself, I wasn't about to pass it up. It was to the point where it was discounted so much, it was discounted to the point that I would get with my employee discount if I still worked there. So obviously, Devin wanted that. So I try to get it, I try to acquire it, can't get it. Hit a roadblock. Look at the manager. Manager knew I worked for the company. He knew. And I was like, hey, you know, I would really like to get this. How long has it been since they got it? Or since they ordered it? Guy told me about a week and a half. What? It's been a week and a flipping half. Why don't you just give me the item? I'll give you the sale. I am paying normal human currency. With no discount, no number, no nothing. Dude, I'll even use the rewards crap. I'll even do that for you. Okay? Just give me the item. And it wasn't even that important. It's not even that big of an item. It's just something I needed for my personal use. Okay? And the guy refused. The manager refused to cancel the order. Now let me ask you something. What the hell's that all about? Come on. I don't understand. I need help. Now, if someone, without sounding like a total butthole, could explain to me something, and we can talk like adults, because I actually legitimately want to know the answer. Is it justified that if you worked for the company, you don't have to be treated like a normal human being anymore? Is it? Even if you leave. If you leave, whether it's bad circumstances or good circumstances, doesn't matter for the situation at hand. If you worked for the company and you're now a regular person, if you don't work there anymore and you come back a customer, should you be treated differently? Now, I understand what you're already thinking. Devin, you went in there hoping to be treated higher than a normal person. I get it. But logically, doesn't that make a little bit more sense? If you go into a place you used to work for, listen, I'm not gonna lie. If you worked for Subway, came back, and expected some free extra pepperonis on your sandwich, I'm not gonna stand behind you and be upset about it, all right? You had a history. You are a veteran of Subway sandwich making. Enjoy your free pepperonis, okay? And if you worked for an establishment that sold TVs, and you worked there for 3 years, maybe even longer, and you came back and you expected a slight discount on shipping to your house, enjoy the shipping, man. Thank you for what you did and helping me get my Samsung, okay? You used to work for the company. You are a veteran of the place. You should get a little bit of extra respect from that place because you put time in. You gave your time to that place and helped it make money. Shouldn't you afterwards be treated with just a tiny bit of respect? Of extra respect, maybe? You know? Now, I'm not saying let me cut line. And I'm not saying sneak the discount. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying when I know that you can cancel an item, couldn't you just cancel the item for me? Get it overnight shipped for the person when they eventually show up, however many weeks that's going to be. I just want my flippin' blender. I just wanted a blender. It was just a blender. Why can't I get it? It wasn't a TV. It wasn't a game console. It wasn't a flippin' howdy doody dandy teleporter system or a hover car. I wanted a freaking $30 blender. You know how much it used to be, guys? You know how much it used to be? Go ahead and just... It used to be $60. This thing is half off. And when I checked the order, they paid full price. The person who ordered paid full price, so it didn't matter. It didn't matter. And guys, it was a stupid blender. But it wasn't stupid, was it? It was a good blender. It was such a good blender. I could put so many things in this blender to make my shakes that I wanted. I wanted to make shakes, guys. Can a man have a dream? A dream when they wake up every morning to keep them going. A reason to breathe. Something to help them tuck themselves in at night. A dream. But no. My dream was to frappe. And you know what? A company I used to work for won't even help me achieve that dream. I wanted to make shakes. Not mistakes. On that note, guys, I'm making 2 vlogs. Get ready for the second one. And until then, until you click over there or over there, I think it's over there, whatever, whichever direction, to click the next video, to click the next vlog I'm gonna upload. Until then, my friends, I'm gonna see you then. Boop!